Rick here with the Ditch Pig. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Hasn't been a whole lot going on. I happened to notice here a few weeks ago that I had suspension bushing issues. We've got bushings that are chewed right through, starting to make noises when the suspension flexes and whatnot. So there's been no wheeling going on for me. A few other little things that I've done the last few weeks after I ordered the parts, just waiting on those. They showed up today, so I'll do a quick little unboxing, show you what I got. But yeah, we've got a few things that I've done in the last little while. So this is obviously purely a cosmetic thing, but I had a hole in the dash right here where that trim piece was missing. So I just cut this aluminum checker plate out, screwed that in to hold it in place. Threads right into the dash, so dash is nice and solid. Just a little something I changed. Also something I haven't mentioned, I put a stereo in the truck. Nothing fancy, just an Amazon. It was like 150 bucks. It's got a flip up screen on it, links to the phone, all that good stuff. It's got a micro SD port and a auxiliary jack and a USB port, a few other features. It's got a backup camera that I haven't hooked up yet, but I plan on hooking that up. Something I have to do in the near future, I'm probably going to do that today or very shortly. My fuel pump wire has, as you can see, it's melted the casing that I put over the wire loom casing. So this thing's been getting hot. This is like 14 gauge, I believe, maybe 16 gauge. So anyway, I've got a wire that I'm going to put on it that's definitely going to solve the problem. Nice and thick. It'll draw all the amps that it wants. No issues, because can't be having that. It's hard on the fuel pump with it heating up like that. Another thing I'm thinking about doing, the fuel pump is pretty close to the exhaust. I haven't had any issues yet with anything heating up too much or melting or whatever, but I think I am going to build a heat shield that wraps around the frame there, and just you know, like a 16 gauge piece of metal or something like that, 18 gauge, just to deflect the heat from the exhaust. Get that done. Another thing that I'm going to be doing possibly soon, the exhaust might have to be moved around a little bit in order to get that traction bar to work, the anti-axle wrap bar. I'm going to weld it on the axle tube right next to the pumpkin, so this is in the way for the ladder bar setup, like the piece that runs up to the cross member that I'm going to put across here. I haven't got it all nailed down exactly how I'm going to do it, but I might have to rearrange the exhaust to get it to work. So that's in the near future, I think, too, because I'd really like to get that bar on. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the exhaust for sure, but I did buy these from Parts for Trucks. They're 2.5, and they're stepped, so you can put like an inner diameter and an outer diameter tube together. So I might do that with the exhaust, just so I can pull it off and on when I go to do it. Get these stainless clamps, give that a shot. So then it's easier to take, because right now I've got everything is just welded solid on there, which has worked for the last 12 years that exhaust has been on there. But I also noticed that the pipe's stainless, but my welds aren't, so I'm gonna have to tear some of it apart and re-weld it, because it's starting to get a few little pinholes and cracks in it and whatnot where the H pipe goes across. So yeah, that's gonna be done, and that's what I got geared up for a fuel pump wire. It's plenty coarse. It's overkill for sure, but that's what we're gonna go with, and yeah, that should do the trick. So another thing I have in the works, Parts for Trucks again. I picked some of these up a while ago. I bought 2 more, picked up a switch for it. these are green LEDs, and I'm going to use them for rock lights. And I mount them in the wheel wells, and probably 2 of them around the T-case. Just a green LED light. And I got a rubber grommet. You just drill for the light, put the grommet in the hole, and then Bob's your uncle. So that's something that I'm thinking about doing. Obviously they're purely cosmetic, not going to be super functional. They just look cool having green light underneath the truck. So I don't have a whole lot of look nice stuff on the Pig, so that's kind of out of character for it. But you know what, I like the idea of it, and I'm going to give it a try and just see how it looks. So I bought some wire for that and some connectors and, like I say, a switch. I'm going to give that a shot. I also picked up a bunch more of this stuff, this flexible tubing for wire looming. I have this left over, a bunch of 1/4 inch, but I was out of half. So this is what I'm going to do, some of the wiring harness that's on the firewall. I just had like little sections of it on there, but I want to wrap the whole thing in it so that it's completely covered and protected against chafing and whatnot. So yeah, this stuff was like 10 bucks for 25 feet. So I grabbed another bag of that. So like I said, suspension bushings are an issue right now. They're pretty screwed up. These ones here, I went and I bought all new ones just to replace them. This is one of the first upgrades that I did on the truck from Off-Road Design. So yeah, I bought new shackles, and I also bought this shackle hanger, front spring shackle hanger. It's called the Fush kit. Anyway, I bought that too. I have never upgraded that, and they recommend, if you've eaten pound, that you should get the upgraded version. It has a bigger bolt, bigger bushing. So pick that up this time around. So I'm gonna install that. You just gotta slice and dice those rivets, get them out of there, and then it bolts in afterwards. Comes with all the bolts and hardware. I'll show you it in the unboxing, but yeah, so that's an upgrade that I'm gonna do very shortly. I've already bought the front spring hanger greasable bolt, and I've got it in on this side, but I didn't do the other side yet. But I've got it, so that does, between that and the new shackles and the hanger mount, that'll give me all brand new front bushings. And these are polyurethane. They're also Kevlar impregnated, so yeah, they're gonna do good, hold up fairly well. I've got bolts and bushings for these hangers and the shackle flip. When I bought these shackles from Do It Yourself 4x, they came with new bushings, so those bushings up top are good. But if you look at these ones, like, it's down on the bottom. The whole weight of the truck has just shoved it right through the bushing, so they're screwed. They've got to be changed, like, big time. So I bought greasable bolts for that, greasable bolts for this. Yeah, every part of the leaf suspension will have new bushings and bolts, greasable bolts. So that's a good upgrade for this girl. That'll help. It'll help keep her flexing better. And the only negative part, well, I'll be using a lot more grease because this thing has a ton of grease nipples on it. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these open, check out what I got. And say I ordered these at the beginning of July. It took a bit to get here, but it's all here now. Everything is super wrapped up in paper. All right, first off, we've got the bag of bushings. But we knew that was coming, so yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Greasable bolt. All right, and your bushings, your insert bushings. So that's that. Got some instructions. Ooh, a nice sticker. Thanks, Steven, for that. I'll put that on the inside, probably inside the cab. this is the shackles. I can tell by the feel of them. Like I say, the ones that I have on the truck right now, this is what they look like when I got them. They don't look like that now. So 12 years, they did good, but the bushings are pretty much screwed now. That's a lot of abuse, that those things have taken. So you're talking about a good quality product when you talk about those things. So bottom bushings and bolts for that. Okay, this is the 73 to 87 brackets 91, because sometimes some people have the 1-ton and the Blazer or the Suburban or whatever, and those are still square body, right? So front upper shackle hanger or fush. So let's get this thing open. And my buddy Andrew just bought one of those kits, I think last year. He's got it all installed. Turned out really good. So yeah, this is what you're looking at. This is all the bigger sized bushings, bigger sized bolt. And that's what they send you right there. This thing is bomb proof. Look at the beef on that, right? So yeah, that should do the trick. Like I say, comes with all your grade 8 hardware that you're gonna need to install it. You just gotta drill, the hole for this has to be made bigger in the frame, and you gotta drill out the rivets and bolt it back in. So yeah, that's everything that I got. Now I just got to put it in there. I'll make a video of the install, briefly go over it. I mean, obviously it's not rocket science. Just unbolt everything, shove these in, put the grease to her after you get it bolted up. Off-Road Design recommends that you tighten these up nice and tight. It's better to have them tight, and they'll still flex half decent than have them loose and have them be able to flex more but wear everything out sooner, right? I cranked the hell out of mine, super tight. I mean, how much flex are you looking for with a Leaf suspension truck too, right? So that's it for this video. Look forward to seeing the install video, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.